Do you see all of this right here? This is what we call free mulch. So if you have a wooded area like I do here, especially if you live in the south and your homes are not close together, more likely you might have a space, a wooded area that you can collect mulch. And also if you have a lot of pine trees. So we do have a good number of pine trees here, and because of that, let me show you. So you see all that? So all these logs right here, they are put here to define the paths. And yesterday I came and tried to use a leaf blower to kind of uncover the logs, but it was kind of hard to do. And the reason that is because there's just a lot of pine needles here. And I believe I came and did a lot of raking to get the leaves and pine straws for the community garden. I believe it was last year. And you can see that there's just a good, at least a couple of inches before you get to something like this. So I can definitely use the pine straws, and you can see that there are some up here as well and around here. So let me give you a perspective here. That's the rest of the garden down there. So whenever you have days of no rain in the winter and your leaves, pine straws or whatever you may be using are kind of on the dry side, would be a good time to rake them up and put them in. I'm going to be using the trash bags here and then store them away under the awning of our red building over there. All right, so here are the supplies. You're gonna need gloves, and I have always tried to have long sleeve shirt and long pants because we are in a wooded area. You'll need a good pair of shoes, preferably boots, and you're going to need at least one rake. One doesn't work as well, so that's why I have two. You'll need trash bags, as many as you think that you will need. A wheelbarrow will help to transport these at the end. If you wanted to, you could put the mulch in here, or the leaves and pine needles. And if you have a shredder, you can shred them later. But make sure that you do not get the wheelbarrow wet, because that wouldn't be good. If you would like, you can use a trash bin here. It's just to help open up the trash bag a lot easier, but you don't really need it. You can just set it on the ground if you wanted to. This is the first time I'm actually doing this, because usually I just have the trash bag by itself. So we'll see how this will work for me this time. Now again, if you have several days of dry, no rain, no snow, whatever it is a good time, because you can definitely save these up if you don't have time to spread them into the garden right now. If you do, then that's good. I will soon. It's not going to be today. I just want to not overwork my back. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started, and you'll see me how I go about collecting the leaves and the pine needles. All right, we'll start here, and this is under a pine tree, so I should have plenty, and it'll give me an opportunity to I don't know what's the word that I'm looking for, so I could see the wood pieces again. You'll get pine cones like this. You can just throw them back there. So it is free, but it does require work on our part. All right, so I raked as much as I could, and then I got to this layer that is more compact, and we're not gonna go any farther because that tells us that this part is the older part of the mulch. That's why it's more compact. And then these leaves right here tell us that they are the newly fallen leaves this year. All right, we're just gonna gather all of this up, and I think I'm going to lay it on its side. Kind of shove it all in like that, and you will get some pine cones in there, which you can get them out later. All right, I think I like this better. Almost filled it all up. So in no time at all, we got almost a bag full. I actually didn't think it was gonna be this fast, but having the bag in here really helps. So this is how you can do it pretty efficiently. No really any fuss, you just take it out like that, tie it up, and you're ready for the next bag. I didn't think it was going to be this fast. I might need to go and get more bags actually. So now here is when you can see that you still have some room left. So that's when you can do this. Come on. It's a little staticky there. And put some more in like that. And let me do a little bit more just to show you how much we can get in a short amount of time. You'll also get some of these smaller branches. If you can take them out. If you can't, you can always do later as well. And probably and that's it. We got a lot. And this is not going to be too heavy even for me with a bad back. And we're just going to tie this, loosely tie it. Just works better without my gloves. Let the air out. Yeah, just loosely tie it and that's it. Now we're gonna put it in this wheelbarrow and repeat the whole process. All right, well, you see what I did here? It's still not a habit for me. The rake is on the ground. And if you remember me talking about protecting your back, trying to do whatever you can to protect it. So it's not good to have it on the ground because it means it requires more work and it might end up you might end up hurting yourself. So what I should have done was lean it on something. So anyway, I'm not sure if that's how you're supposed to do it, but at least I didn't have to go down, and we're gonna try to do this so I don't have to bend either. So anyway, we're just gonna repeat the same thing, and you can see how easy it was to get one bag. So we'll do the same with this bag. I'm gonna put it on time lapse, and I think I might go get 2 more bags. See if I can, ideally, I think I can get more, I can do more. There's a pathway or path going that way too behind you there that I need to uncover. And then this area right here that I need to uncover. So anyway, we'll just do this small area first, or not small, just this area first. So as you saw, in 5 minutes or less, you can gather a whole bag of leaves. And I think it was a good bunch of it, a good quantity. And the good thing is the leaves are dried, so you're not having to deal with wetness, and you can, store it dry. And when you're ready to spread for the spring, you can. If you wanted to do it now, you could as well. I will be doing spreading in my garden soon. I'm just not able to do it today just because I need to rest on my back. But yeah, this is a good thing to do. Free mulch, especially if you have a wooded area and if you happen to live in the south. So let's go ahead and get the rest of this going. I did bring more bags because I think I will be able to get more done before it's getting too dark here, before it gets dark here. So let's go and get going. All right, I think it took about 30 minutes. I'll put the time up for you during editing. And I got 5 bags full. And you can see the path a lot better now. Let me turn the camera around. So before you probably couldn't tell that there was a pathway here, but now that we bagged, gathered, I think at least 2 inches of leaves, and no worries because there is still plenty of mulch to cover up the space. So in that amount of time, you're able to get 5 bags. So imagine if you had help and you could spend an hour, that would be at least 10 bags. So look at that. You couldn't see the pathway. You can tell that there is a pathway because we cleared the area, and now you could see the logs a lot better. I think before you couldn't really tell that there were logs. What am I trying to say? The logs separating this area from the pathway. Still have our free mulch, and we get to have a clear pathway in my space here. In your space, if you have not created pathways for yourself, it might be a good idea to start doing it. Now, I am aware that some experts say that pine needles take longer to break down. And if you're concerned about getting enough nutrients in your garden, it might not be a good option for you. But I don't think I mind it as much. I look at it as, not having to mulch that often. But I do want to show you how it has been broken down. So we're at the hillside garden right now, and the pine needles were put down here last season or last year in the spring sometime. Might even pushing it to late spring. So let me show you what it looks like right now. So here are the pine straws. You can see that I still have a good amount left. So the experts are right. They don't break down as fast, but I am okay with that. Now these were purchased. They were not from my garden here, but I think that I will still continue to use mine. I will definitely give you an update on how fast it will have degraded in my garden here, and I'll let you know exactly where I will be applying the pine needles, the leaves that I just gathered. So as you saw, that is the disadvantage of using pine straws or pine needles. They may not degrade as fast as you would like them to. I cannot imagine them not degrading in a timely manner to help the pine trees, because I would think that they have been created for a reason, to serve some purpose. So I don't know. I will let you know how these will do in the different garden beds, and we can look at them together. And also, as I was raking up the leaves, some things that I wanted to let you know, that when you are gathering the leaves into the trash can or the trash bin, make sure that you're not doing it too fast. Otherwise, you could get some debris in your eyes, or you can just wear goggles. Goggles would be the best idea to do, just to be safe, especially, when it comes to our eyes. And if you do get something in your eyes, please make sure to wash your eyes out right away, which I'm saying that, but I haven't done that. It really has not bothered me all that much, but I will go and rinse off my eye. So I didn't notice that my eye was bothering me until talking with you about it. So always good to rinse out your eyes whenever you get something in there. And I'm saying this for myself, a reminder for myself to just not even, to even have a thought that it didn't bother or not bother. As soon as you get something in your eye, Terry, and you too, if that happens to you, you just rinse out your eye or eyes right away. No need to wait. All right, so yeah, and also the other thing is when you're trying to pack the leaves while the trash bag is in the trash bin, just know that it's going to be harder to pull it out, especially by yourself, especially if you have lower back issues. So I would not do that. I would just make sure that it's loosely in the bag, to as full as possible, and then just pull the bag out, and then you can feel more fill more up, fill the rest of the bag up, is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to let you know that you can get free mulch by looking into your yard, your wooded area if you do have one. And it's a good way to save money, not having to go out and buy mulch, because it can get pretty expensive too, especially if you have big garden beds, or big area, like I do here. And again, the disadvantage is that the pine straws or pine needles may not degrade down all that fast in a timely manner to provide nutrients for your plant. So I feel confident that the plant should still be doing fine. So with that, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. And until the next one, I hope you take care. Bye for now.